What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to another gun guide. This is the series where I go into great detail with all of the stats of the guns in Call of Duty Vanguard, and in today's episode we're going to be covering the brand new marksman rifle. This is the M1916. And starting it off as always, let's have a look at our damage profile, and with this damage profile it's going to be a 2 to 3 shot kill, and all you need for a 2-shot kill is you have to be in the maximum damage range, which we'll get into in a little bit, and you have to land at least one of your shots to the torso. The second shot can hit anywhere else in the body. As for headshots, up close, they're not really that useful. They're just as useful as torso shots. You can only get a 2-shot kill with that, but at longer ranges, one headshot mixed in with a shot anywhere else to the body will also give us a 2-shot kill, which is great. Next up, let's have a look at our rate of fire, which is 333 rounds per minute. This is a little bit faster than the M1 Garand, which is the closest comparable marksman rifle in the game. And what this means for our time to kill potential is with a 2-shot kill, we're going to be killing in 180 milliseconds, which is very fast. That's faster than any of the other base marksman rifles in the game. However, it's not a very forgiving gun. The moment it requires 3 shots to kill, it's now going to take you 360 milliseconds to kill, which is actually very slow for this game. Then let's have a quick look at our bullet velocity, which is 930 meters per second. This is bang on average for marksman rifles. And now we can get into our range values. And as you can see here, our 2-shot kill potential will extend out to 45 meters, which isn't the most amazing range drop-off for a marksman rifle, but that's still a very respectable range. It's quite easy to keep yourself within 45 meters if you try. And then when it comes to hardcore game modes, this gun will be a 1-shot kill anywhere in the body at any range. Next up, let's have a look at our hipfire, and we actually have the best hipfire spread in the marksman rifle category, which is nice to see. Then when we have a look at our idle sway, you can see there's definitely some movement while aiming down sight here, and that could throw off your first shot accuracy a bit, so it is something to be aware of at least. And now let's finally get into recoil, and with this, it kicks upward and to the right in a nice straight diagonal line. There isn't a crazy amount of side-to-side bounce or anything here. But it is worth noting that there's quite a bit of visual recoil with this, and I've noticed it can sometimes be hard to track targets properly if you're spamming this at the maximum fire rate. Outside of that though, it is a very basic and easy to predict recoil pattern, which is nice. As for our handling stats, our aim down sight time is better than average for a marksman rifle, but not amazing by any means. This is 340 milliseconds. Whereas our sprint to fire time, this is standard and basic for marksman rifles at 300 milliseconds for our standard sprint out time and 400 milliseconds for our tactical sprint out time. Then when it comes to our reload add time, this is 1.9 seconds, which is a bit above average for a marksman rifle. And now finally for the base stats, let's have a look at our mobility. And with this, it's pretty straightforward. The M1916 is just slightly above average across the board when it comes to mobility in every form, whether that's sprinting or aim walking movement speed, it's just a bit above average. And with that, those are the basic stats of this gun with no attachments equipped. Now let's start diving into the unique attachments, and we're going to kick it off with barrels and their recoil. As you can see here, the precision barrel as well as the full auto barrel significantly reduce our recoil. Whereas the 558mm and the 495mm barrel, both of these will be increasing the recoil. And then there's that ZP Custom kind of right in the middle. This one is pretty much exactly the same as our base recoil. As for ranges with these barrels, the precision barrel massively boosts our 2-shot kill potential up to 73 meters. With the full auto barrel, we lose our 2-shot kill potential. We'll talk about that in a little bit. The 558mm barrel slightly reduces our 2-shot kill potential. And then finally, the short barrel does have the biggest negative impact on our 2-shot kill range. Now, of course, with these, we do have to dive a little bit deeper, and the first barrel I wanted to dive deep into is the full auto barrel. So this one does convert it from a semi-auto rifle to a full auto rifle, but like I said, we lose our 2-shot kill potential to the body. Now, this also comes with a rate of fire increase up to 476 rounds per minute, which means our 3-shot time to kill potential is 252 milliseconds. And this isn't an amazing time to kill by any means. It's not horrible, you can definitely make this work, but it's not going to stand out in any way. And as a result, I would say the full auto barrel on its own isn't a great choice. However, you can combine this with the vital proficiency for some interesting results that I'm going to talk about when we get into the class setups. As for the third barrel you unlock, this is the 558mm barrel. This one does increase our rate of fire up to 370 rounds per minute. It has no impact on our damages at all, and what this means is our 2-shot time to kill potential is 162 milliseconds, which is very, very fast, and our 3-shot time to kill potential is 324 milliseconds. This gives you a very impressive and consistent time to kill potential if you can land those 2 shots. However, it does have pretty high recoil, which holds it back quite considerably at longer ranges. And finally, for barrels that have a direct impact on our time to kill potential, we have the ZP Custom barrel, and this one also boosts our fire rate, not as much as the previous barrel, but it does boost it up to 361 rounds per minute. And this once again gives us a great time to kill potential in our 2-shot kill range at 166 milliseconds. However, you'll notice with this one, our body damage values are completely different. You can still get a 2-shot kill in the maximum damage range, but both of them need to hit the torso. You can't afford to land a single limb shot here. And also, our headshot damage has been significantly boosted, so it's a 1-shot kill at any range. One other note here is neither Vital nor Hollow Point have any positive impact when combined with this barrel, so don't bother using those. And it's a bit unfortunate. I was thinking with Hollow Point, we could have a 50 damage anywhere in the body, so 2-shot kill anywhere in the body, 1 shot in the head. But they have carefully balanced that and made sure that Hollow Point won't do that for you. Otherwise, this could turn it into an overpowered gun. Now, even with that in mind, I still consider this to be a great choice for a barrel attachment if you're somebody that's really confident with your aim. If you feel like you consistently hit torso shots for those 2-shot kills, that's awesome. And on top of that, if you can land a headshot at any range, it's an instant kill. So there we have it. Those are the barrel attachments. Now let's move on to magazines, and this one's going to be quite simple because there's only one other ammo type that you can use here, and this is the 6.5 Sakura. And let's have a look at the recoil comparison here. As you can see there, it's a massive improvement to recoil. There's very little recoil with this. The bullet spacing is much tighter when using 6.5 Sakura. However, when we have a look at ranges, you'll see that we lose our 2-shot kill potential and our damage drop-off point is reduced, so that is a bit unfortunate. But diving a bit deeper, our rate of fire is also improved with this ammo type, up to 416.7 rounds per minute, which is fairly solid. However, this gives us a time to kill potential of 288 milliseconds at any range, since it's a 3-shot kill at any range. And up close at least, this is way worse than the base version of the gun. However, at the really long ranges, this is better than the base time to kill if you can maintain that maximum fire rate. Overall though, I would just say this is generally not a good choice to be using, and I wouldn't recommend this. So there we go, that covers it for barrels as well as magazines. Now let's get into some excellent attachment combinations, and I'll be honest, there's a lot of other great ways to run this gun. I actually was pretty conflicted while making this because there's many different ways you can build it, but I do have 2 loadouts I want to share with you guys, and the first one I have is my consistency build. This thing is going to be a 2-shot kill anywhere out to 64 meters, which covers almost every practical line of sight in the game. You can shoot them in the toe, the torso, or the head, doesn't matter, it's going to be a 2-shot kill. We don't have any attachments affecting our rate of fire here, and what that means is our time to kill potential is 180 milliseconds, which is amazing. When you also factor in the solid handling here, we have a sub 300 millisecond aim down sight time, and it's also quite an accurate gun. You can see there's very little recoil there. This is just a nice, solid, consistent way to run this gun. Not necessarily the best way overall, but it is nice and consistent. After that though, let's have a look at my second build, and with this we're using the full auto barrel combined with the vital proficiency. And the way this one works is with this combination, if we can land 2 shots to the upper torso, neck, or head, we can get a 2-shot kill for a time to kill of 126 milliseconds. Now that's not going to be happening in every situation, because if you land 1 shot to the stomach or the shoulder or something like that, you won't be getting a 2-shot kill. But even if you manage to get a 3-shot kill, you can still hold your own just fine with this gun with a 252 millisecond time to kill. It's got very solid handling just like the previous build, and also it's extremely accurate. And as a result, especially if you're somebody that's really struggling to use this in semi-auto, this is a great way to run this gun with the full auto barrel. And with that, that's going to wrap it up for today's gun guide on the brand new M1916 marksman rifle. As for my thoughts on this gun, I like it. I think it's a good addition to the game. I'm glad they're bringing something that isn't just an assault rifle or SMG or LMG. So it is nice to see something different coming in, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really stand out as being incredible to me at this point. I enjoy using it and leveling it up for now, but beyond that, I don't really see myself using it a whole lot. Now, of course, that is just my opinion. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comment section below. What do you think of the M1916 so far in Vanguard? Also, if you guys have missed any of the previous episodes, including the brand new Nikita AVT assault rifle, I will leave a link to the playlist in the description down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.